Hey everybody, and welcome to Wine Family Farm. We are setting up my stove, as you can see in the background here. We are now running just plain water through it to try and just kind of clean it out a little bit. A lot of times when you get plastic or something like that from the internet or anywhere actually, it has like a smell to it. So we just wanted to run it once and just clean it out, everything on the inside. This particular stove came with a water pump. So we got that in a bowl of water down in here, and it's just recirculating the water. We are just waiting now. We're gonna clean it out, and my husband is going to turn on this hot plate we got. We've purchased that hot plate at a garage sale over the summer. We didn't really know what we were gonna use it for, but we just purchased it. So we're gonna plug in this.
Got it for $2?
Yeah, you got it for $2. Yeah. So we're just gonna heat this up, clean it all out, and then we'll be ready to make our essential oil here in a minute. Okay, so it appears that we have everything up and running, and the water is circulating, going through all this stuff. We have it at 100. Right now it's at 100 degrees Celsius,
Which is the boiling point of water.
Yeah, it's the boiling point of water. And I almost we had to like move some things around because the hot plate that we had wasn't getting hot enough. So we switched some things around to put it on the stove, and then now we got water dripping out. Yeah.
Can we switch gears?
It's pretty interesting.
Basically, we turned our well water into distilled water. That's what distilling. Give a little sip, see. I like.
Our water actually is kind of rusty, so this is a good option.
I don't think I'm
The smell.
It smells like something. This is a good thing you run stuff through this.
Oh, it smells like rubber.
I think it's a hoses, so we're cleaning out the hoses.
Yeah, good thing we're cleaning out the hoses. That's exactly what we're doing. So pretty soon we'll be running essential oil through there, though. Be cool.
What can't be the hoses?
There's something in it that's rubber that stinks.
But there's no, well, there's gaskets. They're made out of like a food, should be food safe silicone. We stopped, we gotta turn up the heat. Water's on. Here's some of the keys to keeping this thing running.
You have to keep cold water in this pretty much at all times. If you don't, then you don't run anything.
And you're not condensing.
Then you're not doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it has to be cold water around the condenser, the worm, in order for it to drip. It's cool enough because we're dripping a little bit here, but I put my finger in there and it's not cold anymore. So.
Well, they say that every hour you have to put something in there that's cold, ice or whatever you have.
Well, we got a kind of a small container here too.
Okay, so my husband went outside and put some ice or some snow in the bucket so it would be even colder. We don't have ice cubes or anything, so we're just using cold tap water. Okay, so we did a long process of cleaning everything out and wiping everything down. We actually put vinegar in the pot to clean it, so it is cleaned and ready to go. All the tubes are ready to go, so we are going to go ahead and fill this with our pine. Okay, what I have here is my pot filled with pine needle, or pine, filling up my pot. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that the pine needles are covered in water. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay, so we're just getting this started. We are actually putting the lid on the pot.
Trying to
Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm just filling my little tub up here that I have with cold water. I'm waiting, actually, I have a little water pump in here. I'm waiting for that to boil before I turn it on and do it. Another thing when you're doing your essential oils is you want to make sure that you don't start off on a really high level. That you want to start it, you want it to boil, but you don't want it to burn. So make sure that you're somewhere in between that burning stage and the boiling stage, and that you keep it at that level, because you don't want anything to burn. Okay, so I am watching this climb, and right now I'm at 60 degrees Celsius. So I am probably here in a few minutes going to turn on my pump and water so that the coil can start cooling down. Okay, so we swapped it out for the other jar, and then we have the jar of pine hydrosol. It looks like
you can see a little bit, just faint, and you see the discoloration, like when the light hits it, there's like an oily layer.
Yeah.
So it's good.
We're going to funnel it in a much larger jar.
Yeah, this is a better idea. I will just drop it all over. Let's go.
And then once I get enough in there, then I can take some off the top. But yeah, I think I see a slight layer in there. It's really hard to show on camera. But you can see, okay, there's my finger. You can see a slight layer right there across the top. Okay, so it's been a couple hours since we have started this process, and I want to show you exactly what I have so far. So let's take a look here. This is my jar of pine extract, and you can see if I tilt the camera this way, you are able to see the thin layer of oil I have in this jar. It's very thin, but it's there. And now I'm slowly extracting the oil from the top and putting it in this jar. And you can barely see it, but if you were to take a side profile, you can really see it. And you just suck it off the top of the jar.